What would you do if your car broke down tomorrow, your rent was due, and your bank account had less than $100 in it? It sounds extreme, but it's actually very common. Financial surveys in the United States show that a large percentage of people don't even have enough savings to cover a $1,000 emergency. When something unexpected happens, most people don't use savings. They use credit cards, loans, or payday borrowing. And that one moment can turn into months or even years of debt. There is one simple rule that financially smart people follow to avoid this situation. It's called an emergency fund, and it's one of the most powerful habits you can build if you want to stay out of debt and stay in control of your life. An emergency fund is money you save only for unexpected situations. Not for shopping, not for vacations, and not for things you want. It's only for things you didn't plan for, like losing a job, medical bills, car repairs, home problems, or sudden expenses that show up without warning. You can think of an emergency fund like a financial airbag. You hope you never need it, but when life hits you hard, it protects you from serious damage. People without savings usually panic when something goes wrong, and panic leads to bad financial decisions. When you don't have cash, you borrow. When you borrow, you pay interest. And when interest keeps growing, debt becomes harder to escape. Imagine a simple real-life situation. Someone has no savings, their car breaks down, and the repair costs $900. They put it on a credit card with a high interest rate. They only make the minimum payments every month. After a year, that $900 problem turns into more than $1,100. Nothing new was bought, nothing special happened, but the cost became bigger just because there was no emergency fund. Now imagine the same situation with savings. The repair happens, the money comes from the emergency fund, and life goes on without stress, without debt, and without interest. That is the difference preparation makes. The next question most people ask is how much money should be in an emergency fund. The rule used by many financial experts in the United States is simple. You should save enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of your basic expenses. Not your luxury lifestyle, only the things you must pay to survive, like rent or mortgage, food, utilities, insurance, and transportation. If your monthly expenses are $2,000, then 3 months would be $6,000, and 6 months would be $12,000. That number sounds big, and that's why many people never start. But the truth is, you are not supposed to save it all at once. Emergency funds are built slowly, step by step. The first goal is not thousands of dollars. The first goal is $500. Most small emergencies can be handled with that amount. A flat tire, a doctor visit, a small repair, or an unexpected bill. Just having $500 saved already puts you ahead of millions of people. The easiest way to build savings is to make it automatic. Open a separate savings account and set a small transfer every week. It can be $10, $20, or $25. The amount is not as important as the habit. People don't fail because they can't save. They fail because they rely on motivation instead of a system. After the first $500, the next goal should be 1 month of expenses. This level gives you real protection. If something serious happens, you don't immediately fall into debt. After that, the goal becomes 3 months of expenses. At this point, most emergencies become stressful but not dangerous. And when you finally reach 6 months of expenses saved, you have full protection. Losing a job, unexpected bills, or sudden changes in life will not destroy your finances because you have time to recover. Another important rule is where you keep this money. Emergency savings should not be in stocks, crypto, or risky investments. Emergencies don't wait for the market to go up. This money should be in a safe place like a savings account, a high-yield savings account, or a money market account. The purpose of an emergency fund is not profit. The purpose is protection and quick access when you need it. Many people make mistakes with emergency funds. Some people use the money for vacations or shopping, and then when a real emergency comes, the savings are gone. Some people say they will start saving when they earn more, but the truth is people who wait usually never start. Others save randomly without a clear goal, and without a goal, it's easy to quit. Another common mistake is keeping all the money in a checking account where it gets spent without noticing. Life will always have unexpected problems. Cars break, jobs change, people get sick, and bills appear when you don't expect them. The difference between people who stay calm and people who fall into debt is not income. The difference is preparation. An emergency fund gives you time, control, and peace of mind, and that is something debt can never give. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more simple and powerful personal finance lessons made for real people. And in the comments, write your emergency fund goal, because the moment you decide to plan your money is the moment you start taking control of your future.